Good morning everyone. So today we're going to continue looking at time. We're going to start to think about 10 past, 10 to, 20 past and 20 to. We need to remember that when we're telling the time, there are 24 hours in the day. There are 12 hours in the morning, which we know are called AM. And there are 12 hours in the afternoon, which we now know are called PM. We also need to remember that there are 60 minutes in an hour. And when we look at this analogue clock here, this outer circle can help us remember that there are 60 minutes in an hour. Each of these little markers mean 1 minute all the way up until 60. So for this part of the activity, we're going to imagine that it's 12 o'clock in the morning and a new day has just started. So it's 12 o'clock in the morning and now the clock reads this. What time do we think this clock is showing? So we know that the hour hand is on the 1 and the minute hand is on the 2. So we can see that the minute hand has came this way around the clock to 2 and it's gone 10 minutes past 1. So we can write that in written form as 10 past 1. And on a 12-hour clock, we would write that as 1:10 AM. But on a 24-hour clock, we need to remember that there needs to be 4 digits. So we would write 0, 1, 10. Let's have a go at another one. So what do we think the time would read now? Well, we know that the hour hand is on the 3. And we can see here that the minute hand is on the 4. So the minute hand has came this far around the clock until it's been 20 minutes past 3. So we would write that in a written form as 20 past 3. Now we need to remember that it's still in the morning, so we still need to put AM on there, so it would be 3:20 AM, and that would tell us that it's in the morning. Now on a 24-hour clock, we need to remember we need 4 digits, so it would be 0, 3, 20. Let's try another one. So now, what do we think the time would be? So we can see here that the hour hand is on the 6, is on the 6, and the minute hand is on the 8. So the minute hand has came all this way around the clock until it's on the 8, and it says here that it's been 40 minutes. So we know that it's 40 minutes past 6. So we could write that here as 6:40 AM because it's still in the morning, and then on the 24-hour clock it would be 06:40. But would we say 40 past 6? No, we wouldn't. We would look at the time and we would see that it's only 20 minutes away from being 7 o'clock. So it isn't really that long away from being 7 o'clock. So instead of saying 40 minutes past 6, we would say the time is 20 to 7. And we would write that here as 20 to 7. So let's try one more. So now what do we think the time would be? So we can see here that the hour hand is almost at the 9, but it's just not quite there yet. And we can see here that this minute hand has been all this way around the clock until it's on the 10. So we can see that it's been 50 minutes past 8. So it isn't quite at 9 o'clock yet. There's still 10 minutes to go, but it is 50 minutes past 8. So we would write that on our 12-hour clock as 8:50 AM. We would write that on our 24-hour clock as 08:50. But would we write 50 past 8 as our written form? No, we wouldn't. We would write 10 to 9, because even though it's still in the 8th hour, it's only 10 minutes until 9 o'clock. So we would write 10 to 9, and that would tell us that it's only 10 minutes away from being 9 o'clock. So all of these times are in the morning, but we need to remember that there are 24 hours in the day. So that means that there are 12 hours on the afternoon as well. So what we can do here is we can look at our morning times and we can compare them to our afternoon times. So on a 12-hour clock, 1:10 in the morning would be 1:10 p.m. And by putting p.m, it would tell everybody that it's in the afternoon. 3:20 a.m. would be 3:20 p.m. 6:40 a.m. would be 6:40 p.m. and 8:50 a.m. would be 8:50 p.m. Now, the written form would stay the same. So 1:10 in the morning would still be 1:10 in the afternoon. 3:20 in the morning would still be 3:20 in the afternoon. 20 to 7 in the morning would still be 20 to 7 in the afternoon. And 9:10 in the morning would be 9:10 at night. Now, the only ones that change is the 24-hour clock. So if you need to, you can watch the video again from yesterday to think about the 24-hour clock time. But I'm just going to give you the examples that would be on the afternoon. So 1:10 in the morning would be 13:10 in the afternoon. 3:20 in the morning would be 15:20 in the afternoon. 6:40 in the morning would be wrote as 18:40 in the afternoon, and 8:50 in the morning would be wrote as 20:50 in the evening. So what you're going to do today is you're going to have a look at your work, try to complete your work on 10 past, 20 past, 22 and 10 to. If you need to, ask any questions or watch the video again, but just have a go at completing your work for today.